I think a little bit of history about bankruptcy is important. In 1978, in the state of South Carolina, we had 300 cases that were filed. Last year, we probably had about 12,000. In 1979, we had about 8,000. So it went from 300 to 8,000. And then as bankruptcy became more aware to people, the numbers have increased. And really for the last several years, they've been averaging around the $10, $12, $15,000 per year range. Well, why did it go? Why did those cases go from 300 up to 8,000 and then beyond? Sometimes people go, well, it's at the lawyer advertising. About that time, lawyers were able to start advertising. Let's go ahead and blame it on the lawyers. Well, I don't think that was the reason. Another reason is that they thought that maybe people had lost the stigma of filing bankruptcy. I know when I was growing up, my mom and dad always talked about going off to the poorhouse. And certainly the stigma of bankruptcy is not what it used to be. In fact, what we try to tell people is, you need to hold your head high. If you're in financial trouble, first of all, what do you think about people that are in financial trouble? Do you think badly of them? And your answer probably is absolutely not. Well, it's the same thing. Other people probably don't think badly of you either. So yes, there is a bit of a stigma to bankruptcy. There are some impacts, negative impacts certainly to bankruptcy, but it's not what it used to be years ago. But that's not the reason why the bankruptcy cases increased. The real reason why the bankruptcy cases increased from 300 on up from 1978 to 79 were these exemptions. Because before 1979, South Carolina did not have any exemptions. You could protect $750 in all your assets if you were the head of the household, which was defined as a man, by the way. If you were non-head of the household, in other words, you didn't have a family, you're a single person, or you were a woman, you could protect $500. That was it. That was it. So I think people didn't file bankruptcy. Why file bankruptcy and make it easy on your creditors? But with the change in the law in 1979 and the change in exemptions, which have ratcheted on up over the years, the ability to protect equity and assets, the ability to protect assets that you really need to go forward if you're going to have a good life in the future has been the primary reason why bankruptcy cases have increased.